Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how to create a subject index for your submitted articles or book chapters for the journals if they ask or the publisher. We have submitted one of our book to Taylor and Francis. At this stage they have requested us to create a subject index for each chapter. Therefore, the authors and co-authors of climate change and sustainability book are requested to kindly create the subject index accordingly. Now, before going to the practical point, let's answer what is a subject index. A subject index is a kind of collection from each section wise with its relevant page number, and it should be placed before the reference and after the conclusion in an alphabetic order. The second question is how to create the subject index. So to create the subject index, we have to have such a structured article or book chapter. So first of all, we should have an automated table of content. And if you don't know how to create the automated table of content, it's very simple. Just we can go and select our section. For example, introduction is section 2.1. Now we'll come to the home option, and from here we have to select one of them. For example, in my case, that is heading number 1. And if I click on that, it is heading number 2. Then at the end, we will come to the reference, and from here we have the table of contents, and such a table, an automated table will be created. So now the book chapter is ready to have a subject index for that one. Now let's start our practical on how to create the subject index for the chapters. First of all, we will select one word from the sub entry. For example, in my case, I will select randomly, but the authors of the book is kind of requested to carefully select the keywords from the each section of their chapters. So I will select climate change, for example, as a keyword here. So after the selection, we will come to the reference option, and here we have the index. So we will click on the mark entry, and after that we will have one control X. We have to cat it as a sub entry because this is not our title of the section. This is under the title of the section. Now we have to just type it. We cannot unfortunately copy paste from that book chapter. Therefore we have to type it manually. So it is introduction. Now here we have two options. What is the difference between mark and mark all? If I click on the mark all the words like introduction and global climate change, which is present in the entire chapter, it will be selected. But I will not do that because I need only this climate change as one time is enough to be one keyword for the section called introduction. So I will just click on the mark, and here we have a spelling problem which is very tricky mistake because it will not be selected. So we have to be clear about the spelling before the marking. So the second way is that we have to close it, and we have some kind of a strange looking or appearance for the topic, and it come like that. And don't worry about that. If you don't want to see that, you just come back to the home and deselect this option, and everything will be removed. But for now we may require that one. So the next point which we have to do, and the author should select, for example, here we have, I will select it randomly, the second one, which I'm going to go with only with one word, and that is temperature. And again I will come to back, and here we have to do Control X. Then we will select as sub entry. Then we have the word introduction. Now we will mark again, and we will close it. So the next one we have to, let's say I want to select this much. Okay, let's say 79 million people that could not be a good keyword because it has a number. So one good keyword is this one, the Sahel, South Africa. This part can be uneven. We will select the entire part. Always the locations, specific locations and dates, they can be a very good index. Again, we will make a control X of that, and here we will select it, and then again I have to type the title of my section, then just we will mark it. So similarly with the second one, we will continue with the second section and the third section and up to the end. So let's click on this one. I will select, for example, extreme climate event. Then again we will come to the mark and control exit, then we have to paste it here, and the point you have to just type manually the title. So we have the effects of climate change on agriculture and crop yield. So again we will mark it, and I will not continue with this section anymore because the video should not be lengthy. Here we have section number 3, and then we have, finally I will come to the last section. We will take one because we have the alphabet is the matter, and the word conclusion is something which is at the beginning. For example, I will select this one, this problems that which we have: heat waves, wildfires, droughts, then rainfall, and the flat as a keyword. Then again we will select entry, control X, and sub entry will select here, and what do we have is the conclusion. So we will just mark this as a conclusion. Now once that is finalized, the selection of the keyword is finalized, now we will come back here and remove this point to have a better vision and control. Then again we have to come back to the reference when we have the insert index. So before inserting the index, I will write, for example, subject index for my title, then click enter to have enough space, and I will select that one. So once you click here, we have a pop-up which is asking you, for example, intended if you want in double column, or if you want in triple or even 4 time columns, then as you wish. But I will go with 1 column only, and then we have the right align page number. So if you click on the right align page number, it means that in which page number the subtitle, sorry, the selected keyword is located. So again we have the table, we will select none of them, and in such a case we will select the from template, or from template means if you have your own template, or it should be followed by the same template of the chapter in the table of contents. But we will select the classic one, and there is not any problem if you select something else. So we'll just click on OK, and now we have something like that. For example, we have the page number here, and we have the conclusion and all. So it has like CEI. So why conclusion is at the beginning, and it doesn't matter actually, because we are talking about alphabet, because C is before E and I, and that is why we have it at the beginning, though in the chapter it is at the end of that. If you are not happy with this one, and you can just delete it, and we will just change. For example, I will take update, and we have the right page number, so we will select this as none option, and let's select from the template. It will look something like that, and it will be something like this. You just see which one is the best option for you. So we have in such a way also. So that is all. Thank you.